Okay, so what if you got chickens, you have a rooster, and you say, hey, maybe we'd like to have more chickens, but I don't have an incubator, okay? So here we go. Here's a cardboard box plugged into the wall. It's just a standard little room heater with a temperature adjustment on it, right? So then I take and I put this thermometer. It has to be somewhere between 99 and 101, hopefully on the lower end of that. And I stick it in the inner box. So I have an outer box, an inner box. See, and the outer box has the heater with the thermostat temperature control on it. So it turns off when it reaches temperature. And in the inner box, we set in there some eggs with a tub of water and some paper towels to maintain moisture. And this just happened 5 minutes ago. This little bugger just came out of his eggshell. And we have some brown eggs and we have some green eggs going here. There you go. It's like 5 minutes old. Just like that. So there's our little bugger. See? So a homemade incubator. Just a little $10 room heater. Just a little heater for your feet. With the thermostat control on it so you can set the temperature. And for 2 or 3 days before you put any eggs, with a oven thermometer. See, this one can go from 0 to 240. So it's just a thermometer that'll show you exactly right around the 100 mark there. And you set it like that so that the probe is down in the box within the box. That way that one stays more stable. That box stays more stable to temperature. If the outer air cools off enough to set off the fan, then the fan starts up, and when it reaches temperature in here, then it shuts off. But in there, inside the box, maintains that temperature. And once you get it to stabilize, then you can put your eggs in there. And it takes roughly 21 days. So as you can see, we actually wrote on our eggs. We wrote on our eggs what day we put them in there, so that we have a good idea and a record of when to expect a little pew pew pew. Here we go. All right. Now, of course, it requires electricity to run your heater. Whether you're running off of solar, running it off a battery with a power inverter, or if it's plugged into the wall like we have. There you go, a homemade incubator. All right. So you got to turn the eggs, well, at least twice a day, but every few hours you got to turn the eggs a little bit like a chicken would. Right now I just have it sitting up on top of a tote so that we can reach it easier. But there you go, homemade incubator. Don't have to spend $100. $10 for the little heater fan, which we already had, but that's all it takes. And there's the cat for the indoor cat, so they can do their thing. All right, there you go, homemade incubator. They keep coming. So there's 3 already hatched and 1 more coming. Right there. That one will hatch here anytime. And that's just from a homemade little setup here with just an oven thermometer and just a little $10 room heater. That's simple. The reason I used one box inside of another, see, one box inside the other, is you have the bigger space here to heat up, and the inner one then down there will maintain the temperature. But hey, I'll keep showing you the progress of our nice little home setup here for incubating eggs.